Hi, folks. This is Yoga Matt of Yoga Matt Speaks. I haven't done a video for a few days. I've been dealing with some stuff at home. But when I heard the news this morning, I knew I had to do this video. And I knew I had to put it out right away. In Louisiana, in the schools, they are placing the 10 Commandments. And they're placing it so that the students, the teachers, everyone, people that walk into the building can see them. What a fabulous idea. This needs to be done at every school across the country, and I'm going to explain why. It seems that Georgia tried to do this in a federal building, and it was taken out. And I said, what a big mistake. We are not, the founders of this country, even though they were Christian, most of them, they weren't talking about Christianity. They were talking about God. We are one nation under God. Your God, my God, everyone's God. The 10 Commandments are phenomenal. If you go against the 10 Commandments, all hell breaks loose. But you see, while the founding fathers were connected, most people are not. They're coming from their head, and their head is the enemy all the time. The ego is always trying to destroy. It's the biggest enemy that each one of us has. There's one God, one nation under God. It should be in every household. Every religion was teaching the same thing. It's that man screws it up. The ego tries to say, no way, mine is better, mine is different, mine is the only one. Well, if you really get into the fundamentals of every religion, the ego is the enemy. God is your true everything. And God, you got to play by God's rules. You just have to do it. That ego's sitting right on your shoulder, and he says, no way, don't do that. No, you don't want to be a good person. You don't want to be kind. You don't want to help that person out. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do, you want to destroy, do drugs, hate people, be prejudiced, be jealous. That's what the ego is always saying. Mine is better than yours. My religion is better than yours. My God is better than yours. My everything is better than yours. And what does the 10 Commandments say in every part of the world in their own way saying? That's not true. What's true is there's only one God. Don't make for yourself an idol image. There's only one God. What does God say? Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't envy. Love your father and your mother. And I've gone through, if you take a look at the earlier videos, love your father and your mother. That's your father God and your mother earth. But be kind to your parents, especially if they've been kind to you. Especially if they've been kind to you. Don't judge. Racism. Go bypass the machine, the physical body. The physical body is nothing but a bunch of minerals. When you die, the physical body goes to ashes, dust to dust, underground or on top of the ground in ashes. And everybody's going to die. How would you like to be a kid with no guidance whatsoever? How would you like to be a kid where some guy says, you want to hate everybody? You want to be jealous. Get that ego off your shoulder and go within the source that connects to the higher power. You want to drink alcohol and get drunk all the time. You want to take drugs instead of knowing the truth of who you are. You want to be dull. That ego is saying you should be poor. That ego is saying you shouldn't have wealth. You can't, you're not smart enough. That's what the ego is doing. If you know that God is within you, how wonderful you are and how wonderful everyone else is. But you see, the 10 Commandments tell you to play by the rules of God. And nobody wants you to do that. They don't want you to do that. The ego, get the ego off your shoulder. Louisiana's right. You know, Moses went to the mountain, happened to be in the Middle East. He went to the mountain. I don't know whether he meditated and connected to God or he spoke out loud and God spoke to him. I don't know how it happened. But do you think he's the only one? Moses was supposed to be, well, they say he was Jewish. No, he was beyond Judaism. He was with God. He was with God. Religion's supposed to take you to God. That's what religion is meant to do. And if your religion isn't taking you to God, which God is love. If religion isn't taking you to God, God is kindness. If religion isn't taking you to compassion, which is God, they all take you to the same place. They don't say destroy, kill, judge, be jealous of, ridicule. They don't tell you that that person, because they're a different color or their eyes are different or whatever it is, judge them. They don't say that. They say there's one God and within is the same God. And yoga goes way beyond that. Yoga says the entire experience is nothing but God. Everything is connected together. I'll tell you, we are developing the most negative karma all over the world. All over the world, we are developing the most negative karma, and you can see it play out. And honor your father and your mother means Heavenly Father. Are you doing that? Earthly mother. Are you doing that? Are you honoring this holy temple of yours? Do you honor other people's holy temple? Do you honor everybody's, the God within? Louisiana's right. I hope they have the guts to fight and fight and fight. Because if a kid, and I'm going to discuss the word samskara, if a kid watches a video all day long, that's okay, right? Killing, 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 killing. That video's okay. Well, why not? Why shouldn't they be able to destroy? Well, that's what they're doing. All over the place. Movies of war, movies of hate, movies of crime. Movies of everything under the sun except for what God really wants you to see. They're starting to. People are finally starting to raise some cane, and they're finally starting to say, this can't continue because you program the mind. Remember the songs that are in your mind. Thousands of songs are in your mind. One note and you know the song. I was going to do a piece on Adam and Eve. He bit the apple. You never left heaven. That ego makes you think you have. When he bit the apple, he believed he'd left heaven. You never left heaven. It's your thoughts, your mind that believed it. You have so much ignorance in this country and in the world. The thing that bothers me, oh, my religion's better than yours. I was thinking about, oh, all right, you adopt a kid. You don't know who the kid's parents were, right? Maybe they were some religion that nobody likes. And when they're your child, you teach them your religion. And now they're that religion, right? That doesn't make sense, does it? They were born one way and now they're another way. Because the ego is playing tricks on you all the time. Impressions of the mind. I don't know. I did a video. I haven't even put it out, I don't think. Maybe I did. I make videos, but I don't put them out. It takes time. But this one is a crisis. The song Shaboom, Shaboom. Anybody ever hear this 50s song? I used to sing it all the time. I loved it. My mother used to love me hear me sing it. Listen to this. Shaboom, shaboom, yada da 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 da, shaboom, shaboom, yada da 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 da, shaboom. How come I still remember how many yada da das there are? How come I still remember the song? It's in the mind. If you see thou shalt not kill, and you see it walking by it every day, thou shalt not kill, at least you're countering these video games that say kill, 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 because that's what the video games say. Terrible. But at least that child says, well, I'm not so sure. Maybe I shouldn't do this crazy stuff. Maybe I should love thy neighbor as thyself. Thou shalt not kill. Pass it every day and see it. The brain is recording that on a day every time you pass it. If somebody says thou shalt not kill, you record it. They could be almost across the street. If that brain hears, if your ears hear it, you will record it. If your eyes see it, you will record it. If your fingers touch it, you will record it. If your senses smell it, you will record it. And the more it's repeated over and over and over again, the more you will live it. The Ten Commandments are not owned by a religion. The Ten Commandments are owned by humanity. In fact, that's going to be the title of this whole thing. The Ten Commandments are owned by humanity. They were given to a spiritual, way up there soul to bring down to humanity. It happened to be in the Middle East, but it could have been anywhere, so that you could have a better life, so your family could have a better life, so your community could have a better life, so your society could have a better life, so your whole country could have a better life, and so your whole world could have a better life. If you really want, dig it out in all the religions. It's there. Ignorance, stupidity is causing the United States of America to fail. Ignorance. When are we going to get our act together? When are we going to say, this is really beyond? The Ten Commandments are beyond. They are the words of God given to Moses for the world. I remember going to a yoga place and they had a museum. And in there they had many of the different religions. Some of the old texts, where they got them from, I don't know. The Bible and probably all the old texts, I remember being in awe of it. Because they were all teaching the same thing. If you're all around a lake and you have different languages, you're still saying it's a lake. A lake is a lake. That's the same lake. They're all talking about the same lake. And truthfully, all the religions are talking about the one God. Thou shalt not kill. God is love and kindness and compassion. There's a wonderful song, was adopted by the Christian religions, but it was never designed to be a Christian song. It should be a song for everybody. It's Amazing Grace. But the most important lines in there to me is, I was once lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I hope that I've helped you a little bit out of your ignorance to see. Open your eyes to see the one truth. This is the most important video that I've done. If I listen to the news daily, I don't think I'll ever find a better one. But if you listen to all my videos, you will, they're really worthwhile. Give me a like, give me a follow, give me a join, give me a share, and tell your friends. Tell your friends. Move into the light. Move out of the dark into the light. See the oneness, which is nothing but God. It's not a tree, it's God. It's not a person of a different religion. It's God. Father is in me and I am in the Father. See the oneness and be free. Thank you, folks, for listening. Follow, join, share, like. Hope I helped. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace be with you. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bye.